Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I woke up good. Today's like one of those mornings I just woke up with like thousands of YouTube video ideas. But I know that if I should let it wait, if you should wait, by the time it is tomorrow, maybe when I have time to film, by the time it's tomorrow, I'm going to start rethinking those video ideas like, this does not really make sense. This does not really make sense. So I'm giving it to you as early as possible. Today, this is still like 5 minutes past 10 in the morning. I said, no, this video cannot wait. I have a class starting by 11, but it is pre-recorded, so I should be fine. I have to make this video. I have to give it to you. What am I talking? I know that my energy is high. It's just one of those morning. I have bigger issues, but then this morning I chose to be happy, and I'm gonna be happy. So, what am I talking about this morning? How to make friends. If you're like me, that you've just relocated your whole life to a whole new country. Well, actually, I don't have it as bad as some people. I live with my family here, but I'm in school technically, so I'm still alone. But there's some people that just come solely from their country, from Nigeria, and they're here alone. If I'm that person, I cannot cope with stuff like. But you cope if you're in the situation. But then, alhamdulillah, that I have my family here at least. But I don't have friends. I don't have friends. That's the whole point of this video. So, I'm going to tell you guys how to make new friends. It's a step-by-step process. It is a step-by-step process. So get your notes, get your writing material, your pencil, your pen, or whatever. Start jotting down. But before we do that, a girl is hungry. I have to eat. The lighting in this kitchen is off, but I'm very sure it's going to be echoing. But I have to multitask. Let's just put it that way. Not like I'm very good at multitasking. But let me show you. I'm about to make bread and egg. This is the closest that you get to Nigerian bread. This is the coke that I live on almost every morning. But that's just by the way. Let's move on. My first tip, before I start cooking this food, my very first tip is be very comfortable. Like, how do I explain comfortable? Be confident. See, if you're about to go out one day and you feel like you're not comfortable in the clothes that you're wearing, change it, my dear. Because it's going to show in the way that you interact with people. It might not necessarily show that you will say, oh, that you're not confident or something. But there's going to be that something holding you back with interacting with people. So when you're confident, like when you're looking pink, if you have to do your makeup, do your makeup. I feel like I can't do makeup, so I have to dress nicely. Not like I dress the most glamorous or anything. But I wear things I'm comfortable with. If I'm not comfortable with my shoe when I'm going out, I'll change it. And the days that I don't change it, I feel it. Because every time when I'm moving, I'm very conscious of what I'm wearing. Not like anybody around me is noticing. But in me myself, like I'm not my whole person. So when you're going out, very comfortable, very confident. That's my number one tip. Like if you have to do your makeup, if you have to, I don't care. If you have to wear new clothes, wear new clothes. If you are going to a new gathering, if you have to wear new clothes, wear new clothes. That's just from my point of view. I've noticed that when I'm not comfortable in what I'm wearing, when I'm not comfortable in what I'm wearing, I don't feel confident. So I don't really interact with people that much. But when I'm confident, then I'm feeling my bestest. I'm talking to everybody. So, number one tip, be confident. Be comfortable in what you're wearing. My next point, step 2. When you actually go out, like for instance, I'm a student. Let's say you're working, maybe where you moved to, you moved for work or you moved for school or whatever. I'm a student. When I go to class, like I don't have loads of physical class because of, thanks to Mr. Corona, most of my classes are online and I don't really know most of my course mates. But we're in groups. The ones that are in my group, when I go to class, I make conscious effort to put my phone away. Like when I get to before lectures. Another thing that I've been doing wrong is I go to all my classes almost late, like 5 minutes before the lecture starts. I started making effort to go to my classes like 20 minutes before, so that I'm going to be there, because people get there really early and you're just sitting in the lecture room or outside waiting for the lecture to start. So I go like 15 to 20 minutes early, or sometimes 10, just to have that little bit of time before we start lecture. Like once I get there, I put my phone away, and you know how you can just be there and you're just smiling and nodding to what people say? No, like you have to interact. No one is out looking for your fault or something. At least that's the way I see it in my head. Like sometimes, most times, what I realize is making me what I realize that most times what I realize is holding me back from talking is like maybe I'm thinking, oh, I don't know too much about the topic they're talking. I don't know too much about what they're talking about, or just that I'm not. Everything is confident overall. If I don't know much about what they're saying, I would ask someone to explain to me. I don't know if you get, like, not necessarily, oh, I want to know in depth of what is going on, but just so that I'm involved in the conversation, like conscious effort. 2022 is the year of consciousness for me. My year of consciousness. Conscious effort. Like I consciously put my phone away. That's like my biggest issue. Like I'm almost on my phone. Not like I have anyone I'm chatting with to, but I watch YouTube videos, scroll Instagram. There's nothing serious that I'm doing on those things. It's just because I'm shy. I'm a very shy person. I'm shy. I don't want to. I'll just be on my phone doing my thing. But since I started putting my phone away, talk to people around me. Like we sit in a group of 4, 5, 3, 2, and you just keep chatting away with people. Well, I don't know how to put it. Like these are the only ways that I get to meet people. It's not like I know anyone here that someone is going to invite me to a gathering, a fun gathering or something, and I'm not going to meet someone on the street and I'm going to suddenly become friends with them. There are people that I interact with, and for me, this is when I go to class. If it is work for you, when you go to work, make conscious effort to interact with your colleague. And some people have this thing like they don't want to make those kind of friendships with people that they work with. You don't necessarily have to be best buddies with them, but from there you get invited to other from there you get invited to gatherings and everything, and you get to meet other people that you could potentially form lifelong relationship with. So my egg is burning. This is a disaster. I have a love-hate relationship with egg. This is like one of those mornings. Thank God I did not fry 3. In my mind I was thinking I'll fry 3 eggs because the last time I fried egg I really liked it. Now I fried 2. It's a disaster already. I'm not going to like it. So thank God I did not fry 3. That would have been a waste, a big waste. But this one like this, we'll manage it like that. If I don't finish it, I'll throw it away. But I can't remember what my last point was before this egg. It was the talk that distracted me, that did not make my egg fine. But anyway, from this gatherings, from these places that you go to, like for instance work, schools, that's where you get to meet people. So from there you get invited to other places and you can potentially meet other people from there. That's just it for me. The couple of people that I've met are from my class and the likes. The lighting here is much better. Good. My next tip, when you talk to people, you don't just talk. After you talk, what else? so after you talk, what else? You have to now take a step forward. Like look for instances, like exchange number. That's just the point of what I'm going at. Like when you meet someone, you start talking to them, look for something that's going to make you guys exchange number. Oh, can we meet up later to do this? Or can we for me, for class, because it's class for me now, the example I'll give you something like, oh, can I have your number so I can maybe go through a lecture with them. No, not go through, not like a tutorial section. Like maybe in case I have a question about so I can ask you on WhatsApp, so that I can text you on WhatsApp about so and so. You get that kind of thing. Just something, it can be very flimsy. Just something that you can have their number. I'll not necessarily do it with guys. I'll do it with girls. So something that will make me have their number, and from there, like when you talk to people, I don't know how to explain it. You meet them. Okay, I've met them in class. What else? Nothing is going to make us interact after. If I don't have class, it means I'm not going to interact with them. So I need that second step to further progress with the interaction. So the next step for me is get their number. And I'll give a circumstance where I didn't get someone's number and it was really, really bad. So I was at the train station and I was confused as to where I was going. And there was this lady there. She's a Muslim and she's black. Turns out that she's Nigerian. So I asked her and she showed me how to get the ticket, and she just helped me with the ticket and all of that. So it turned out that we're actually taking the same train, and we started talking. We talked about her kids, where she's from, and all of that. We sat together in the train. We had different stops, and I didn't get her number. Like, we had really great conversations. I could have easily said, can I have your number or something like that? Like, it would have been so perfect to just collect her number. Because she's Nigerian, she's everything, she's Muslim. But I did not collect her number. And I was only going for my placement. That's like the one time that I'm going to go through that route. If it was like an everyday event for me now, I'm going to go through that route the next day. And I still said I will see her. But after that day, I did not see her again. If I had collected her number, I would have, like, I might not necessarily have anything to text her at the moment, but when things come up, like, it's just like that chance. You are further creating more chance to get to meet them again. So in case you like the conversation, to get to meet them again. And I really like, some days I wish I just walked through that path and just wish I would just see her again and just say hello to her and like, oh, can I have your number and everything, and so we can have the chance to meet again. Do you get what I mean? So you have to solidify the process. That's the whole point of this thing. That's step 3, Rishi. Let's get back. My toast is done. I'll come back to step 4. I cannot be bothered with cleaning extra plates, so I'm just eating directly from the pot. My step number 4, that's where I am now. See, like, some of us, like, there's some people that will make friends, like, people will approach them to make friends, but for some of us, we have to be the ones to make friends. Like, thinking about it now, I think most of the friends that I made in Nigeria, not most of them, like, but a couple of friends that I made, like, it was me having to reach out to them to make friends with them. It's just like, some of us will have to make friends. Some people get people asking them to be friends, and that's fine. So on to my step number 4. Now you have the number. What do you do? This is where I'm stuck. That's why I said we're all in the same photo. This is where I am now. So I've met this friend online, like, we've been, not online, a classmate that I've made friend with. I've been chatting here and there, comment on status here and there, but unfortunately for us, we're not in the same group, so I don't get to see her when I go to classes. But like, we are both in the same department, but not in the same group. So we have different, because of COVID, as I said earlier, we go to classes in group. So she's not in my group, so I don't get to see her. So the only time we talk is online. So now the next step, to initiate, to take the friendship further, or the proposed friendship further. Because this person was actually me that reached out to her, messaged her and all of that, and everything has been good. So the next step is, outside of this environment that you've met, what else can you guys do? Now, where I'm at now is that last week I said I was going to message her and say, oh, do you want to hang out this weekend? But somehow, I think the weekend went and came. The weekend came and went. That was like 2 weekends ago. Now this last weekend, I said I was going to do it during the week and message her, hey, do you want to hang out? Same weekend has come and go again. I've not messaged her. This evening, when I come back from school, inshallah, I'm going to message her and ask her, because today's Tuesday, I think maybe I should do it on Wednesday. But then that's like my step to procrastinating. Anyways, it's just a message, it's just a message. Just reach out to them. If it's like we've had a couple of times that went for like a program together. Not that we planned it together, but we happened to be in that program together. So we walked back home sort of together. She lives in a different place and I live in, so we sort of like walked back halfway together, and we chat and everything. After that time, I've not seen her. It's just normal chats on WhatsApp. So now I'm going to message her and say, do you want to hang out this weekend? I mean, a step away from all of this malady. That's where I am stuck now. That's the final step that I know to seal the friendship deal, is you reaching out to say, do you want to hang out? Do you want to go to this social place? You don't have to go to eat safe. But now I'm thinking, where do we go to? There's this Booba tea place that I know that I've been liking, and I even got their loyalty card. So I can just tell her, do you want to go hang out? And from there, I'll make further, like, after hangout, another hangout will surely come, like next time. She'll probably even initiate it or something like that. You get what I mean? So, like, you have to solidify the process. Let me eat my food, because before it turns cold. It turns cold though. I love this bread, guys. I love this bread. I ate ugly, but who cares? So, let me finish stream. So that's it all. That's it. Practical steps. Be comfortable and be confident in yourself. Interact with people. Make conscious effort to interact with people when you're in a gathering. Number 3 is, what's number 3? What's number 3 again? I can't even remember. Get their number. Yes, get their number. That's number 3. Get their number, so that you can further, arrange other meetings. Because the way I think about it is, if for instance, if COVID became so bad and I have to totally stop going to school, like everything is now online, I literally know no one. So if I have someone's number, I can easily make personal arrangements with them. That's just the way I see it. And number 4, after getting their number, further initiate meetings outside of the environment, outside of school or outside of work. Maybe invite them for a drink, invite them for just something outside of that environment that you've met them, and from there you guys will start to make other engagements. So I hope these tips have helped. I'm stuck on number 4 now. I need to make that conscious effort to have other meetups. I hope they've helped you, and let me know your progress when I finally message them. When I finally go out, I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to give an update, and you can follow me on Instagram and all of that. And yeah guys, have a good day. Bye. Let me eat my food now. Go to